My name is Cassie Drew, and I'm an acrobat and circus coach out of Asheville, North Carolina. And today I wanted to share with you some wrist exercises which I've been using in my training for things like hand balancing and tumbling. And I found them to be really great exercises for really stretching all of the different areas of your wrist. Now, these exercises come from a martial art called Aikido. And Aikido is something that I used to do growing up, and these are the different wrist techniques that are used for manipulating the body as well as stretching before and after class. So I'm going to share these 4 different techniques with you, and I hope that you're able to use them in your own practice. So the first technique that we're going to do is called Ikkyo, and you want to start by taking your hand and pointing it away from you with your thumb pointing down. Your other hand is going to go over the top of your first hand, like this, thumb pointing up. And then we're looking for 2 things to happen here. As you do this motion, you're pulling your wrist in towards your heart, while at the same time pulling your fingers towards your forearm. You want to make sure that your fingers don't point down like this, but you want to have them pointing in a straight line towards your elbow here. So you pull, you use your fingers to push your hand there. You pull in. You want to do about 10 repetitions and then hold for about 10 seconds. And then we're going to switch hands, flipping the hand over so your thumb is pointing down. Other hand comes on top, thumb pointing up. And we pull in, wrist coming to the heart, pointing the fingers towards the elbow. Doing 10 repetitions, and then holding for about 10 seconds. The second technique we're going to do is called Nikyo. We start the same way, thumb pointing down. This time with your other hand, you're going to wrap around your hand like so. So my thumb is going over the top of my hand, my fingers are going underneath here. And when I do the motion for this technique, I'm thinking about pulling my pinky towards my nose and bending the wrist in. I'm keeping the elbow up for this, pulling the pinky towards my nose. You should really be feeling this through the outside of your wrist here. And again, you're doing 10 repetitions and then holding for about 10 seconds. And then the other side, thumb pointing down, fingers go underneath, and your thumb wraps around over the top. And we pull the pinky up towards the nose. And hold it. The next one we're going to do is Sankyo. So you're going to start with your thumb pointing down and your palm facing out. I take my 4 fingers and put them over my palm, and my thumb is going to wrap around the back of my hand, and it's going to push down right over the pointer finger knuckle. So I'm holding my hand here. The motion looks like this. It's a swooping motion. So we swoop down and up, pointing your palm up towards the sky. And you don't want to go so far up like this. You want to just stop your hand right at about face level and rotating here and holding. And again, on the opposite side, thumb pointing down, fingers over, thumb wraps around the back and pushes down on your pointer finger knuckle, and we swoop. I'm really using my thumb to crank my wrist up so that my palm points up to the ceiling. And then the last technique is called Kotegaeshi. In Kotegaeshi, we start with our thumb pointing towards our nose, and then we're going to flip our hand so that our pinky is actually pointing towards our nose. And with your other hand, you're going to reach around and grab your thumb. So I like to think about starting down low and then sliding my hand up, grab around your thumb, and this thumb is going to push on your pinky finger knuckle. Okay, so we're holding our hand like so. And then the motion is pulling down. And while we pull down, we use this thumb to twist the pinky out and away from us. So it's a down motion and a twist. Here, this one feels really good. Twisting out and around. Kotegaeshi. And then we're going to hold. Now, I like to do these exercises before every time that I do handstands, and also at the end of doing handstands, because it's a really great way to stretch out the wrists. So for the other hand, again, Kotegaeshi, start with your thumb pointing towards your nose, and then flip it so your pinky is pointing towards your nose, and then sliding the hand up, reaching around the thumb, and then this thumb pushes on the pinky finger knuckle, and we twist down and around. Twisting, and then holding. And voila! Now you have 4 new wrist exercises to take into your practice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please check out my website, www.acrofairy.com, and you can also like me on Instagram, acrofairy. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, y'all.